Eye opener for February 2nd, 2026. The biggest difference in irony between stocks and Bitcoin. The biggest difference between stocks and Bitcoin is that if you can afford enough stocks to the point that they are life-changing, you don't need to buy those stocks. With Bitcoin, you can buy a small amount at a time with the potential to be life-changing down the road. Since 80 to 90% of all stocks are owned by less than 10% of the population, the number of stocks most people can buy will not afford them any kind of freedom or real wealth. Just think about how many stocks you own now. Unless your parents or grandparents bought those stocks decades ago, they will never amount to anything that could be considered life-changing. Bitcoin, on the other hand, has the potential to make you independently wealthy. That is why the wealthy are currently manipulating the price. Who else could cause Bitcoin to go from $126,000 down to $83,000 per Bitcoin? And if they had no faith in Bitcoin, why would the wealthy not continue to cause it to dip lower and lower? Just look at the price action or volatility over the past few weeks. Only the wealthy could cause such volatility, and they are currently stealing the future wealth of so many people around the world. In short, Bitcoin may be volatile, but it is one of the few, if not only, investments today that has the potential for rewards that could make you financially independent and free. If my family and friends had listened to me when I told them to invest in Bitcoin, they would all be independently wealthy today, or at the very least, they would be able to determine their own future in regards to work and where they live and what they can offer their children. As for the irony, as stated above, far too many people have faith that a soaring stock market indicates a strong economy. But how could this be true if the proceeds of those soaring stock prices are mainly going to that minority of rich people who own 80 to 90% of the stock market? Now, there's no guarantee that Bitcoin will make you rich, but its potential to do so has got to be substantially higher than your employer-matched 401k. Of course, you could always guess at which fiat currency that some country other than the United States will print out of thin air and inflate as the US has inflated the dollar. You can always wait to see which country's currency will be the next world's currency of reserve. Or, you can invest in the one with the greatest potential to be trusted by most, if not all nations, at least in the interim between the downfall of the US dollar and the rise of its ill-fated successor. Look, as I told my friends and family, there is no guarantee that the price of Bitcoin will continue to go up. But that was when each Bitcoin sold for only $2,000. And, as I told them then, this is not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing because what other investment has greater potential? Certainly not that house of which Trump is proposing you take out a 50-year mortgage. But you do you. Maybe you can cash in on that house before you die. Maybe you'll live to the ripe old age of 100. After all, the American economy is an A++++, according to Trump. But that's because we're all getting rich off our stocks, right? For more videos like this, and those that ask questions that need to be asked, check out the YouTube channel by Chris Osman. Just search CHRIS space OSSMAN with the term Daily Eye Opener, and find out why there are more and more conspiracies and fewer conspiracy theories in the world today. And while you're there, please like the videos and subscribe to the YouTube channel, so Chris can continue posting these truths.